Okay. I believe we are live right now. I just need to double check with everything because the light is very bad right now. Low key. So just let me see this right quick. Sorry, y'all. I think we should be fine now. Okay, even better. Okay, so welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the first, not the first ever, but welcome back to the WKW 2025 draft. I have a list all ready to go, and we're basically getting things started. Testing, testing, 1 2. If anyone can hear me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, everything's fine now. Surprise! What's up, Surprise? It's been a hot minute. Jason Cooper, what's going on? What's going on? Yes. But yeah, before we start everything, you already know the deal. Sponsored by Legendary Subs, where we don't crash out, we focus. Use the promo code WOLFYKINGSTON to get yourself a 10% discount. The link is on the front page of my channel. You can check it out. Legendary Subs is a good thing. BFM, it's time. Yes, yes. I'm glad people are joining in. So yeah. So since I did the promo, of course, of the sponsorship, Legendary Subs, like I said, make sure you check it out. And of course, had a lot going on, sadly. Honestly, Surprise, it's all good, man. I know life be kicking everyone in the ass, so don't even trip, bro. You already know that I'm always a text away, bro. You can always text me. Wolf Slam was fun. Oh yeah, Wolf Slam was a really good pay-per-view. I think that was a 10 out of 10. But what was I gonna say? So, yeah, man. So, again, make sure you check out Legendary Subs. The link is on the front page of my channel. And if you want to be part of being a member of the Kingston Council, you can click the $ on the bottom screen. You can start as low as $3.99, or you can drop a super sticker, a super chat, or a super thanks. Greatly appreciate it either way. And of course, we go to Anime Adventures of Love and Positivity. The contents with you. Let's get right into it. Okay. So, I know, again, a lot of people have been talking about having the WKW draft. And I'm going to be real, we should have been having drafts ever since season 5. And then after season 5, it has not, like, the draft has not happened. So, as I stated, moving forward, we are going to make sure that we have a draft every season. Once every season. Oh man, if I was to tell you everything, it would take more than a text unless you want 3 texts that are paragraphs. Yeah, that's fine by me, Surprise. I'm gonna read it regardless, you know? But yeah, so me and Rex Raptor were going over the list by the general manager of David Spencer, Mike Richter, both from WDW and WKW. And of course, since Leo Coleslaw is not the general manager right now, Sky was also handling stuff in his own hands. But we have the list of people who are going to be drafted to WKW, to WDW, or to NBW. And there might be some wrestlers that will graduate from NBW and enter the main roster. So, I hope you are all ready because I'm going to be typing this out, okay? I'm going to be doing the best I can. So, without further ado, let's get started. Let's get started on this draft, shall we? Okay, so, I will say this. Mike Richter wanted to start this off strong. So, without further ado, WKW's first draft pick, BFM to WKW. And honestly, I applaud BFM, coming back into the roster and stuff. And he honestly, BFM has done a tremendous job. He has done a tremendous job ever since his big return. He's been doing great. And not only that, he did a tremendous job at Den in the Bank. So honestly, for Mike Richter to choose the very first pick number 1 as BFM, honestly, congratulations. Congratulations on joining. And now we are moving on to NBW. Moving on to NBW. Oh yeah, I'm finally here for the draft. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so NBW, as you know, NBW is now what? NBW officially started as its own development show, I want to say around season 5. No, or season 4. Season 4 a little bit, but mainly season 5. And honestly, it's been going strong ever since. So, of course, we got upcoming stars and some stars that, should be in NBW to make sure to get that kick. So, first pick of NBW that I believe still needs improvement, and I believe this is going to be a good pick regardless. Dragon Dark. Dragon Dark will remain on NBW because, in all honesty, he does need some work. He needs some work, and honestly, with how he has started so far, it's not really that great. But I know he can definitely improve for sure. Okay. Now we move on to WDW. Ooh. Honestly, David Spencer is pretty crazy for this first pick. But this individual, honestly, again, he is also a wrestler who started when season 2 aired for WKW, when it first collabed with WWE. And now the fact that he came back season 7, season 7, and had a tremendous run. And now that he's back and better than ever, in a sense, continuing on, David Spencer's first draft pick, Husky. Husky will be making his WDW singles debut down the line. What's up, Stefan? Okay, now we're moving on back to WKW. I believe Husky's new start on WDW will actually be pretty interesting if you think about it. Okay. And now for the next pick, I'm going to speed. Yeah, look at that. Husky, hashtag number 1. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You'll be making your date, basically you'll be starting your career on the WDW brand. And now, here we are starting off with back to WKW. I believe this individual will definitely improve. He has been improving, and I believe he will be getting a title. He'll be getting a title opportunity very soon. It's just a matter of, time. But with what's been going on recently, I think his fresh new start in singles competition once more, I think it's going to be good. WKW second pick, Infamous. I believe Infamous, no, Infamous, nah. Wait, whoa, I spelled that shit hella wrong. My fault. Infamous being back on the WKW brand, I think is definitely going to serve a big purpose for him, for sure. What is this crown with number 1 in it? Honestly surprised. Apparently, for people that have been on the channel, that have been subscribed to this channel for a long time and has been interacting, this is pretty much the top fan feature that I'm still confused of, because when I looked into it, it didn't really explain much. So what I'm guessing is that if you've been part of the channel for a long time and you've been interacting with the channel, the channel, you pretty much are acknowledged as a top fan of the channel. That's all. It's still spelled wrong, but it's infamous. What? I spelled it wrong? Oh, my fault. I know what I did wrong. My bad. Infamous. My bad, my bad, my bad. Okay. Now let's move on to NBW. Honestly, like, I wonder what pick I'll go to. Anomaly. The fuck? Anomaly thinking he's getting drafted. That's crazy. Surprise #1 insert. For real. All right, NBW, I'm going to be real. He just started, and even though he made his debut not too long ago, he has a long way to go, but I mean, the season just started for him at least. So, NBW, second pick, Stefan. Stefan, you will remain on NBW. Okay, and now on to the blue brand of WDW. Honestly, I really don't see him moving anywhere soon. He did make a huge impact when he made his debut last season, and he has turned a few heads. But with what happened for the past few weeks, seems to me he's going to have to start fresh once again. New attire for BFM will be soon. Okay, BFM, for sure, for sure. So, second pick for WDW, Apollo Crimson. Apollo Crimson will be staying on WDW. Real. Let's hope Unwanted doesn't get drafted at all. Yep. All right. Well, remember they are contracted, so I wish I could have them not drafted, but yeah. And of course, this is going to be obvious who's staying on WKW. Your WKW heavyweight champion, William Pood. Obviously. He is your champion, and you know he has to stay, obviously. And now for our next pick for NBW. Hogan. Oh god. It's okay. I already know what spot I'm going. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, they are on all three because they're tag champs. That is true. Since Unwanted is still the Worldwide Unified Tag Team Champions, they are going to be on a roster, you know, and it's the tag team division. So that means any brand that are in a tag team are allowed to fight for the title. So that's just how it is. All right. So for this next pick for NBW, I feel she does have potential, but I believe her starting out in the main roster was kind of a bad move. So I think having her on NBW is going to be a good move for her. NBW selects Busta Woo for NBW. And honestly, I think that is, that's fair, All right, let's go to back to the blue brand. Let's see. WDW, who's next? Of course, another obvious pick because he is your main champion. Relic remains on the blue brand because he is champion. And of course, WKW, we're speeding this up just a little bit because as we're going through this in order, your new King of the Wolves champion, Wolfie Kingston. Since the King of the Wolves championship is on the WKW brand, since he has won the title, he will be staying on the WKW brand. So there we go for that. Now back on NBW, of course, your lethal champion, Brick Wall. Brick Wall, he will remain on NBW because he is your lethal champion. Of course. And now moving on to WDW once more. Your new platinum champion, because that championship is and always has been on the WDW brand. The man who has defeated Unwanted twice via title shot wise. Your new champion, Nelson Blaze, which honestly, I am so proud. I am so proud of Nelson Blaze for not only having a second chance of, winning that thing. It's incredible. Oh, hold on. This is looking a bit wonky. Whoops. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, that looks hella better now. Okay. So Nelson Blaze. Now we go back to WKW. Honestly, this has been a very tough choice for this next pick, if I'm being honest. This has been a very tough pick. However, this individual has been part of WKW literally since day one. Since he made his debut in 2015. Did an amazing job on NXT. Had an amazing tag team run. Had an amazing mid-card run. And then after a while, following 2016, 2017, he was able to capture the WWE Universal Championship before WKW went independent. And then he recently won a title before he lost it. I want to say earlier this season. And I think keeping him on this brand is definitely going to bump up the numbers. And of course, he has big fans. And not gonna lie, this man is the man that had the longest hardcore championship run. So WKW selects Brandon Bolayne. Brandon Bolayne will remain on the WKW roster because let's be real, he has done a great job. And honestly, I think him staying on WKW is a good choice. Now, on NBW's side, of course, this is obvious because he is your NBW champion, Mr. Turner. Obviously will remain on NBW because he is your NBW champion. Let's be real. Now back on the blue brand. She has actually brought some good intentions. She has done exceptionally well. And with her recent dub at WolfSlam, I think this is going to be good. She is the first graduate in this draft. She has graduated from MBW and will be entering the main roster on the blue brand of WDW. David Spencer selects Paradigm. And I think Paradigm joining the blue brand, I think that's really, really good. William Turner is here. William Turner is here now? What? William Turner is here now? Better watch out for Captain Jack Sparrow and Elizabeth Swan. I love the reference. I love it. But yes, Paradigm is the first graduate in this draft to enter the main roster. So honestly, Paradigm, welcome. And I really do hope you do well moving forward. Now back on the WKW brand. This is a follow-up to another graduate. Another graduate from NBW. Honestly, she's been doing great. She has done numbers. And she was also a wild card at Den of the Bank. And apparently a lot of people do like her because of how her entrance is. So following up to our second graduate, Mike Richter selects, graduating from NBW onto WKW, Bellatrix. Bellatrix will be entering the brand. Oh yeah, stay on WKW. This is for the kind words and William Pood. I'm coming for you because it is time I win my first WKW World Heavyweight World Championship in WKW history. Oh, for his history. Okay, because I was like, what? All right. Now on to the NBW brand. I believe this individual, she needs more work. She has the in-ring charisma, but with the past few matches that she's been having and the lack of booking, I believe she does need more improvement, but I believe she will do well, especially with how this draft is going to go. MBW selects and keeps Montana Jackson. Montana Jackson will remain on the NBW roster. Okay, on to WDW. A former women's breakout champion, and she was formerly undefeated last season. She had a little shaky start this season, but I believe with this start, I believe we are going to I believe we're going to have a good fresh start for her. WDW selects Aria. Now, what I need to do is that I need to let me shrink this a little bit, y'all. Do that right here. Put that on the side. Do that right here. All right, bet. All right, now we got that fixed. Aria has been chosen. And now we move on to the next. Back to the red brand of WKW. This was a interesting choice. Another woman for the women's division. I think she has potential. She has been getting upset victories, good on her end. And honestly, I think she would have a good, unique start on the red brand. So WKW selects Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily will be joining the red brand. And now back on the MBW brand. MBW brand, let me see. Don't go near William Poot. Okay. Now we're entering certain choices due to the outbreak that is unwanted. These stars low-key had the shit end of the stick, and I'm gonna be real. It shouldn't have ended like that, and it shouldn't have started their career like that either. So hopefully NBW, they'll have a better start and they could progress moving forward. NBW selects Buzzsaw. They select Buzzsaw because, again, he had a horrible start due to Unwanted. And we all know what Unwanted has done. They have done a lot of damage. Yikes indeed. And now, back on the blue brand. This is technically a graduation. Graduation from MBW, and she will be joining the blue brand permanently. She is doing a phenomenal job. And after that quick defense at Wolf Slam, I think she's going to fit just fine. So question, Wolfie, do you play Honkai Star Rail? I don't. I know the game, but the games that I play that's made by that company is Zenless Zone Zero. I don't really play Genshin anymore. And yeah, no, I know about Honkai Star Rail, but I don't play it. I play Zenless Zone Zero. And Genshin Impact, I stopped playing it. I'll hop in every now and then just to get logins and stuff, but that's it. I also downloaded Wuthering Waves, but luckily I got it on the PC, so I'll play it when I know I have time. It's just my mind just doesn't go into it. Wow, look at all those names, and there's Wolf. Yep. But yeah. So, as I was saying, she is graduating MBW. She will be joining the blue brand, and she had a perfect title defense. WDW selects the women's breakout champion, Andrea. Oh God, that looks horrible. I don't. Why does it look like this? But it looks so unorganized when I type it in. But whatever, it's fine. Moving on. Okay, so back on the red brand. Back on the red brand. We are actually having a tag team. They were doing great on their NBW debut, and they were on a roll until another tag team kind of, stole their thunder. But it's okay, because now that this is the draft, things are going to be different. I stopped Genshin because the gacha hates me. I barely play ZZZ anymore because of the voice actor change. I kind of like Wuthering Waves, but I've been enjoying Honkai Star Rail the most. That's fair. That's valid. Honkai Star Rail is a good game. They have a Fate collab going on right now. Yeah, that I know. Yeah, like, even though I don't play Honkai Star Rail, I'm always informed of the new updates, even though if I don't play it much, so I'm well aware about it. Okay, so back on the red brand, as I stated, this is a graduation in a sense, even though they are a tag team. But I believe this new start for them should be good. WKW selects Gabe and Seth. They didn't really have a tag team name. That's just what they were known for. Now, back on the NBW brand. She just needs improvement, and I think she's not yet ready for the main roster. So we're going to have her stay here. NBW selects Cleo Black. Cleo Black will remain on the NBW roster. Okay. Now we move on to the blue brand once more. This is the wow, is that me, Dark Dragon Stefan? No, you're just named Stefan. There's a wrestler named Dragon Dark. Remember, these are names in column order. You're not known as Dark Dragon Stefan, dude. You're just Stefan, as usual. Dragon Dark is another wrestler. But anyways, this was kind of a controversial pick. And I say this is a controversial pick because the fact of what went down at the WolfSlam pay-per-view. I was really, intrigued on how this was led up. So I guess it was their choice. It was their choice, so I couldn't really argue with it. So David Spencer picks for his next draft on WDW Kai. And it seems to me that means Kai will not get his title rematch for the King of the Wolves Championship. I don't know how he's going to feel about that, but I already know he's going to be pissed off. All right, back to the red brand. Now, this woman is definitely graduating from MBW, but my God, she did a tremendous job on her recent match. And to be honest, she brought the best out of the champion. So honestly, I already have a feeling she's going to have a good run. And now that she'll be on the main roster, this is going to be good. WKW selects Ryo Takashi. I believe her being on the main roster now is definitely going to turn some heads. Excuse me. And now on NBW, y'all know I hate this dude. I don't like this guy. He just showed up, and now people like Husky is, endorsing this man. So, like, I'm not even going to give him a big standing ovation. NBW chooses Tex. He's going to be on NBW because if he's going to get endorsed, he needs to start from scratch. So, I know you were fucking with Unwanted Tex, but you're on NBW now. So, deal with it. Whatever. Okay, back on the blue brand. She has also done a great job when she made her debut just last season. She was also undefeated for a while. WPIC, Jesus Christ. I believe she was doing well. She has been doing well until this season. She got hit with the tickling curse, and since then she's been losing. But I believe with this new shakeup, she'll do just fine. WDW selects Ash MK. She will be on this roster now, permanently. We're actually moving along quite fine right now, if I'm being real. Let me fix the thing a little bit. Okay, that'll work. Let me just, yeah, that'll work for now. Okay, got that done. Let's get it. We are now on the. Oop. We are now on the back on the red brand. It was very questionable, but she will be graduating. She has been doing okay up until her recent match, but I'm pretty sure she'll be able to adapt. So WKW selects Raquel Rose. I do believe that she can, further improve more. So without a doubt, she'll do well. Ow. Okay. Now let's go back to the MBW brand. Again, this is another wrestler who fell under the unwanted vortex. But I believe him staying in this brand, he is going to improve a lot. MBW selects Gavin Range. Again, if Unwanted didn't fuck up most of these wrestlers, they would be having a better career. But I'm not saying their career is going to end, which is why having them start on MBW, I think that's going to be good. So, back to the blue brand. An interesting pick, to be honest. An interesting pick, and this is basically going to technically bring him back to his roots, because when he made his debut, he was on WDW. So now he's back and will be making a pretty much, this is a welcome home, welcome back stuff, making his return and staying on the WDW brand. David Spencer selects Flash Saturn. Flash Saturn is going to be on the blue brand now. Now I don't know why it's like taking away certain the part of the names, but it's whatever at this point. Hold on, text transform. Nah. Select font. Nah. Okay, never mind. Okay. Back on the red brand. Let me see. This is another tag team. And I believe they've been doing well since their debut, and we already know they're most likely going to do a lot of damage. So, of course, remaining on the red brand, the Samoan Mafia, which is Finn Fetu and Alofa Fetu. Oof. Ooh wee. Yep. They are staying. Yep. Now, on the NBW brand. Honestly, he actually just needs more improvement a little bit. And I think a good common shakeup is good. So he will be staying on the NBW brand. NBW selects Carter Washington. Carter Washington. Detective Carter. Oh Lord. Damn. The name is pretty long, but whatever. I think we'll do this. Carter, we'll just put Carter W. You know, for Carter Washington and whatnot. Whoops. Then we'll like click right here. Mink. Now back on the blue brand. Blue brand, it's another tag team, but they have been doing exceptionally well. And the fact that Rex Raptor just does not like them for some reason because of their goofy name, Varsity Blues, will remain on the WDW roster. And that is Frankie. Whoops. Frankie and James. All right, gotta shrink this damn fucking list again. Oh Jesus, what the hell happened? Damn, I'm really gonna have to shrink this shit. Yeah, I honestly don't know why it's doing this. Like, I don't know why the list is like that. That is absolutely insane. But but you guys are hearing me say the names and I type them in anyway, so for people that watch this video in the future, I don't know why the text is being stupid like this, but believe me, I am typing everything as I read the list. So just hope you guys understand. Okay. So Alofa Fetu, blah blah blah. We read through the teams. Back on the red brand. We have another tag team. That I'm honestly surprised they're choosing to make the jump and put them on the main roster. So even though they've had 3 matches, I guess they're graduating. It's the Party team. WKW selects Party McFly. Whoops. McFly. And Troy Maverick as the team. So, yeah. So we are actually almost at the end of the list. We're actually almost done. Actually, we're actually going really well. Now, this next pick for NBW is once again another sad downfall because of Unwanted. NBW selects Nicholas Van Driver. I'll just put V because Van Driver is a long-ass name and it's going to fuck up the list. Nicholas Van Driver. Now on the blue brand, you already know they have been on the block on WDW, WKW, and a little bit of NBW. But WDW is definitely their home. David Spencer selects the Flock. The Flock will remain on WDW. All right. So now we got that settled. Now that we have that settled, let's head to the red brand. Back to the red brand. She is the most devastating wrestler. Ever since she made her debut back in season 5, she has been a dominant pick, a dominant stable, and dominant choice. She has had amazing, amazing matches. WKW selects Miss Den in the Bank, Chloe Cross. I think it's safe to say that WKW is pretty much Chloe Cross's home, if I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? Now on to the NBW brand. Once again, another unfortunate choice because of the unwanted vortex. NBW selects Logan. Logan will be making his fresh start on NBW. Now, moving forward. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. They have a fake club. Sorry, man. W pick. Okay, everything's back on point. Okay, so we're on the WDW brand. Honestly, I'm surprised about this pick. But this is a graduate from NBW, and will be remaining on the main roster moving forward. Mr. Yen in the Bank, that made history to be the first Japanese NBW wrestler before the call-up of graduation. Tokyo Thunder. Honestly, Tokyo Thunder has done very well, obviously. So, like, it's just it's just crazy. You know what I mean? So, now back on the red brand. We're actually almost done. This man right here has also done an exceptional job. He made his debut last season, and he was actually one of the longest fan favorite openweight champions out there. Unfortunately, we never had the fantasy match of what if he, stayed in NBW and, won the Lethal Championship or the NBW Championship. But the fact that he was able to lock in and become a openweight champion, and then later down the line, a worldwide unified champion. But as you can tell, they're separate. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, you'll know now. WKW selects Jason Cooper. So that confirms Husky and Jason Cooper are no longer a team. And Jason Cooper will once again get back on his singles run. Now, back on NBW. Honestly, this man has shown a lot of promise. So, honestly, who I'm choosing, that should stay on NBW a little longer, mainly because, again, he has shown a lot of promise. He has actually had some good matches thus far, and I think him staying a bit longer is going to help him polish up more stuff. NBW selects Sean Tyson. Not undrafted. Let's go. Okay. Now on the WDW brand, it's another tag team. But since they made their debut on on WKW, they will be drafted to the WDW brand and start their journey there. The Kaze runners, who are Yuki Sakura, and Hiroshi. Hiroshi Kaido. Yeah. And now back to the red brand. I know it's been good this whole time, but it's about time we make that choice. That way we can just rip the Band-Aid and get it out of the way. Unfortunately, Mike Richter Unwanted will be on WKW. And since they are a tag team, they could pretty much show up to any brand, but their originality brand, it's going to be WKW. So yeah, just let me rip the Band-Aid off real quick, okay? Hey, what's this? Hold on, I'm discovering something. Whoa. Whoa, wait, hold on. Vertical. Can this be like... It can't even be rotated. Never mind. That was horrible. Alignment left. Center? Oh no, that was bad. Left. What's this? Center? I didn't do anything. Oh, actually, what I did, that was actually good. I'm glad that I did that. Oh god, but oh lord. Okay, never mind. I was able to edit it right back. Okay, bet. Jesus. Okay. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing the rest of the I don't know why it's not showing the rest of the list. I don't know what's going on. So, again, you just got to trust the process. But anywho, back on the MBW brand, we're going to go with Dojavon. I mean, the way he spelled it, it's weird. Anyways, but yeah, we got Dojavon. He's staying on MBW because, well, I mean, he was bullied and needs to have more matches. Point blank, that's all. WDW, Ooh. All right, y'all, listen up. This was actually another tough choice because we're down to the wire. This was a tough choice. He was very good in MBW. He did an amazing job on WKW. But I think them choosing this move should be good. WDW selects La Cabra. Yeah, again, it was a tough choice. Now we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks left for WDW. And as for WKW, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he is a graduate. And yet we have not seen him since. We haven't seen him since he lost his championship match. But this is a confirmation, and hopefully we'll see him soon. WKW selects former NBW champion Davis Morales. Davis Morales will be on the red brand. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I could fix this, because what is this? Like, what the hell? Why won't it let me, why won't it let me... I don't like how it won't let me, scroll down on the list. That's stupid. Alright, well, sorry, y'all. I'm just doing the best I can. I mean, at least you're hearing the names, so you already know who's going to be on the list. So, again, I apologize. I don't know why it's doing this. But, anyways, back on NBW. NBW selects Grace Kiyuri, the Korean Demon. I believe she needs to stay and have more time. We're going to speed this up a little bit, though, guys. WDW. WDW has selected another woman who will graduate from NBW. It was a tremendous match. We didn't care who was going to win and who was going to lose, but this is going to be a good pick. WDW selects Amy Forrest. Amy Forrest. All right. And then WKW. Of course, your open weight champion. Your new open weight champion, Demon Alex. Demon Alex will remain on the red brand. Yes, really, Stefan. Yes, really. Now on NBW, we're actually gonna be doing a double pick. Actually, no. We're gonna do a little speed run real quick, but this is for NBW because these people don't really need an introduction. They will most likely, improve on NBW. So NBW selects Velvet, Vivi Victoria, and a tag team that will stay on NBW until further progression, the Fangs of Destiny, which is Paul and Grey Wolf. And so that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people left for NBW. But let's go back to WKW, because again we're near the end of the list, y'all. She just made a return. She just made her comeback. She made a return. She helped Chloe Cross. You already know who I'm talking about. WKW selects Liv. Liv will be on the red brand. Following up with another star that I believe will make a good impact, as she has already. Graduating from NBW, WKW selects Scarlett Nakamura. Well, I'm just gonna put N because that name is hella long for no reason. Well, it's not even that long. Is that this list is really fucking weird. Whoops! What is happening? Anyways, and also another person who actually stood up against Chloe Cross. I think it's a weird pick for having her graduate so early, but they believe in the process, so we're gonna do it just that. WKW selects the next graduate from NBW now to the WKW roster. My Michaela Noir. And don't worry, I will actually post the list again, just so you guys know the list. Because again, I know that this list stream is kind of weird. Again, I've been trying to fix it. I don't know why it's being like that, so forgive me. But I'm honestly glad you guys have been tuning in. All right, I think now we're gonna go to the WDW brand now. Now let's move on to, whoops. Now, aside from Amy Forrest, she has been a lovely, lovely woman. She is very nice, she's very sweet, and she is dominant in the ring, and she is a former women's champion, a former unified women's champion. She is the Extreme Queen. Making it her new home, WDW selects Darby Yarrow. Darby Yarrow will start technically a new run on WDW. Next, of course, I should have done this earlier. Our unified women's champion, Sophie, will remain on the blue brand. And now, the last two members. The last two members. And funny enough, they are both graduates from NBW. This man has actually done really well. And to be quite honest, this could be a make it or break it. I just hope it's not, a regret moment. Well, if I know this is a Wolfie Kingston meeting, I just want to say this is a great stream, even if for a meeting. It's not really a meeting, it's a draft, bro. But, I mean, if you see it that way, I mean, hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it. So, yeah. It's a make it or break it, but maybe this could be a good thing for him. Graduating from NBW and entering WDW, Jerome Jordan. Jerome Jordan will be graduating NBW and joining WDW, and following up the next graduate from NBW to WDW. He is a former Lethal Champion, and even though he was not able to get the chance to capture the NBW Championship, David Spencer thinks this is going to be a good call for him. David Spencer selects former Lethal Champion Kevin Roldan as the final graduate of NBW to WDW. And that completes the WDW list. Now, as I'm looking at the NBW list, we have... Actually, no, I'm going to save the NBW for last, because this is going to be a better one. Now, back on WKW, we have a team and two people. The team that will be on WKW moving forward, drafting from WDW to WKW, the team of the Red Hot Chili Sisters, Nicole, and Amy. Not Amy Forrest, just Amy. And as for the last two picks, this person has been part of WKW for a while. He is a former hardcore champion. He is a former United States champion, and he is a former WWE Universal Champion since before WKW went independent. He's making his return once more. WKW selects the Diamond Priest, a.k.a. Blake Allen. Yeah. And the final pick for WKW is actually a graduate. This is the final graduation draft pick. Entering WKW into his new home. Even though he has a couple dubs under his belt. Hopefully that could push forward. WKW's final pick. Graduating from NBW and moving on to WKW. Fletcher Kane. Fletcher Kane will Fletcher Kane will be the last member to be in the WKW roster. And now we enter the final choices for NBW, y'all. These 3 of them are going to be making their debut, while 1 is staying. And I believe this man staying in NBW is going to be a good call, because I feel there is going to be a chance. NBW selects Cole Parker. Now, moving on to the 3 new members that will be joining NBW. Those names are Daniel Caleb, Haley Ramon. Haley Ramon. I'm like, I know I could fucking spell, dude. The fuck? Mason Fatal. And the final person that will debut on NBW, Benson Porter. Now, I need to see if I can, make this smaller so you guys can see the entire list, because I don't know why it's doing that. Alignment, vertical alignment, center, bottom. That doesn't make sense. Top. What the hell just happened? Let me see if it actually changed anything. Did it change anything? 'Cause I don't think it did. Oh, well, it showed the bottom of it. Hold on. Oh, Lord, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, well, okay. Whatever. That's the bottom of the list, and that's the people those are the last setting people in there. I'll just say the names right here, right now, just to let you guys know, because I don't know what's going on with this shit. I really don't. So, you heard all the names. I'll read them once more. Here are the choices of WKW. BFM, Infamous, William Pood, Wolfie Kingston, Brandon Bollane, Bellatrix, Tiger Lily, Gabe and Seth as a team, Ryo Takashi, Raquel Rose, Finn and Alofa Fetu as Samoan Mafia team, Partner McFly and Troy Maverick as a team, Chloe Cross, Jason Cooper, Davis Morales, Unwanted on all brands except for NBW, Demon Alex, Liv, Scarlett Nakamura, Michaela Noir, Blake Allen, Nicole and Amy as the Red Hot Chili Sisters, and Fletcher Kane. For MBW, Dragon Dark, Stefan, Bustawoo, Brick Wall, Mr. Turner, Montana Jackson, Buzzsaw, Cleo Black, Tex, Gavin Range, Carter Washington, Nick Van Driver, Logan, Sean Tyson, Dojavon, Grace Coyote, Velvet, Vivi Victoria, Benson Porter, Haley Ramon, Mason Fatal, the Fangs of Dynasty, which is Paul Wolf and Grey Wolf as the team, Daniel Caleb, and Cole Parker. And for the WDW draft final call, Husky, Apollo Crimson, Relic, Nelson Blaze, Paradigm, Aria, Andrea, Kai, Ash MK, Flash Saturn, Frankie, Varsity Blues, Frankie and James, The Flock, Tokyo Thunder, the Kaze Runners, Yuki Sakura and Hiroshi Kaito, La Cabra, Amy Forrest, Darby Yarrow, Jerome Jordan, Kevin Roldan, and Sophie. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I will once again post the list on the community tab so you guys can look at it one more time. And that's pretty much it, honestly. I greatly appreciate you guys locking in. I appreciate you guys watching the draft, even though it looked really bad, even though it was going good and then went bad. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and please share this channel. Of course, The Walking Dead will be tonight, so I will catch you guys tonight. Don't let the darkness dim your light. Make sure light doesn't end in despair. And as always, the condoms with you. Please make sure you have